Oh, Lord.
We were having so much fun that we forgot to turn the stream on.
Thank you to Jason for telling us, hey, you guys should start the countdown.
Yeah. Anyway, good evening and welcome back for Ramblestream number 112. My name is Richard Worsham, and I'm excited for another good program for you this evening. If you're new to the Ramblestream, do post up where you're watching from, what you ramble with, whether it's a motorcycle or whatever else. If it's a Janus, tell us the serial number. And if you have a name of your rambling machine, tell us the name. And last but not least, tell us what you're sipping on. So I'll get started. My name is Richard. Worsham, co-founder and head of design at Janus Motorcycles. I am broadcasting from downtown Goshen, Indiana at the Ramble Studio, as I call it. And I ramble with a 2009 Kawasaki KLR and a 2017 Halcyon 250 number 68, which does not have a name. And I'm sipping on, what am I sipping on?
E.H. Taylor.
Taylor small batch, bottled in bond. Is it? I think it is. Yeah. And I'm really happy to be here.
Why haven't you named 68?
I can't come up with a name for it.
You just can't, or is it just I feel
nothing is stuck.
I feel like you can call it 68 and everyone would understand.
Well,
that's the name, right?
I think that's what it is. It's just becoming that. But I have to say that because it's I do like to tell people to name their vehicle. But I was actually just 2 weeks ago, I was looking at, or maybe it was even more recent, I was looking at a history of it was actually a car history, and they were talking about this famous prototype. It was a Jaguar. They were talking about it, and it was it's called the light registration number. And it was pretty cool.
That's cool.
I mean, it's still known by that, by its registration number. So maybe we're in good company. Anyway, Jansen, what's going on?
My name is Jansen. I'm also streaming live from downtown Goshen at Janus's HQ, more locally in the Ramble Studio. I always mess that up, but I didn't today. I ramble in an F-150 Lightning and is soon to be rambling on a Phoenix 450. I'm also sipping on some nice E.H. Taylor, and it is delicious. The best Christmas gift I've ever given to myself.
And me.
And Richard. We get to share this together. What is a better Christmas gift than being able to experience it with the person you gifted it to,
Actually, it's worthwhile.
I was going to ask you another question about 68, but I can't remember. We're going to squirrel here a little bit. What do you think naming vehicles like that? Dead air. That kind of thing. Where did naming vehicles come from? Where do you think it originated, and why do you think that people felt like they needed to name the vehicle that they're transporting?
I mean, I can come up with an answer. Do you have any ideas?
I mean, I would imagine that it's from ships.
Well, but ships are not. I mean, yes, ships I think are very much the same thing as motorcycles or vehicles. They are another kind of vehicle. Why would you name? I mean, it's a good question. To me, you are treating it as an entity and a living thing.
Mm-hmm.
And living things have names. All living things have names, I think. If we're human beings, like your horse,
right, has
a name. And when you give something a name, it makes it, you have a better connection with it.
It makes it something.
So if your horse is named whatever, Traveler.
It goes from a thing to something.
Yes. But what does that mean? Doesn't mean anything.
This is jargon.
If you have an animal and you work with it, or a friend. I mean, there's another way. Let's make it more real. A friend, and you have a name. A name. If you know something's name, there's two things. You have power over it, and that the converse is that thing has perhaps one way of looking at it is that it has made itself vulnerable to you. So when you tell someone your real name, you are, in the words of Ursula K. Le Guin, who's a great kind of fantasy writer.
Okay.
She talks about this a lot, like the naming of things.
Huh.
And the naming of things is actually, like, even biblically.
Yeah.
Having a name is, like, very, 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 very significant.
Right.
But, like, I think that there's a power to that, and there's a connect. The most importantly, we could say there's a connection. And so, why do we name our motorcycles or our vehicles things, or special ones things? Is because you have a real connection. And when you have a beautiful, like a really meaningful car or motorcycle or boat, the fact that it has a name makes it more alive. And I think that's what that's how I think about 68. Is it's a living thing that I have a connection with, and that I like. I give it a little pat. I'm like, okay, come on. Like, oh, we're doing okay today.
You got it. You can do it. Don't worry about the snow. It's
I used to do that with my Volkswagen. I'm like, come on, girl, we got this.
I started driving in a 1999 Toyota Sienna.
It's a minivan, isn't it?
It is a minivan, and she was tan, and she had tan interior, and I named her Bertha. And it just felt right. And I would do the same of, like, Bertha was not feeling good 90% of the time, but if you get a little pat on the steering wheel, she'll be fine. Yeah. Oh, Bertha.
So anyway, that's the answer to that. I think it's a good question, though, but I do think that Janus motorcycles, rambling machines, deserve some sort of most often, like, they deserve a name.
It's almost like
or some kind of connection.
Yeah, it's like you're bestowing. It's almost like you're granting this thing to have some kind of place in your life. It's like, okay, like I know that when you get a new motorcycle or new car or a new boat, I don't know, it sometimes takes time.
Yes.
To name something, because you feel like you have to get to know it first.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, you've reached the point in our relationship where I feel like you deserve a name.
It's also like when you customize something, which this goes back to some things I've been saying, like, motorcycles, motorcycles customize themselves in the sense that, like, it's a relationship, it's a two-way relationship. And if you don't think about, like, Jeff, our fabricator, what does he say about motorcycles when you're customizing them? What does he say?
He says that it speaks to you.
It speaks to you.
Yeah.
And so I think that there's also something where the motorcycle is telling you its name.
Yeah.
It's not you bestowing it.
Right.
Or, there's a aspect. I think it's a beautiful way of phrasing it.
Right.
There's another way of looking at it where it's like it's kind of telling you what its name is.
Right.
And it takes a while for you to be able to hear it.
Right. That's fair. That's fair too. I think both things can be true at the same time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
But of course, the first comment that we've got on the stream at 12:35.
I'm missing R.
Second was Kelly. I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna.
Oh, you got it.
That. Oh yeah, I got it because I'm the one who posts the link. Of course, I get it. So Kelly, if you're here, I haven't seen your comment, but if you're here, what's
Forrest.
up? Glad you're here. We've got Chapo184 at third. And we've got Semtech at Forrest. We've got a good comment from David Walker here. What does he say?
He says, I always miss the live show, but catch up the recording. A late lurker from the UK. Another UK viewer.
David, you're not a lurker because you're
posting. And by the way, I rarely catch even my favorite streams live.
Yeah. Oh, Kelly's here. Jeff Kell says, Patch, we're not doing a giveaway today. Let's see who's in here. I'm going to start at the bottom here.
Okay, do it.
We've got Motard 91, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Yamaha at FC6, a G50 164, Road Biscuit, sipping Four Roses small batch by the Cracking Chimney. I would say that Four Roses is one of the most underrated bourbons.
Yes, I agree.
There is.
Good bourbon.
So that's a great choice. Who else is in here?
Fox Parasite. Is that Foxy? I think it is.
Where here?
Yeah, it is. He says he can't walk. I know he's been having some health issues.
Pause. I missed this.
Up.
Jeff thank you so much for the $2. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Where did you see that he can't walk?
Right. I know he's working with some health issues. That was Fox Parasite, but it's Foxy. Anyway, he just got his bike. Didn't you just receive your? He just took delivery of his Phoenix.
Oh man!
But I know he's been working with some health issues. So best of good health to you.
Yes, we've got Dave Bowen here. A blustery hello from Seattle with 450 number 41 and an Irish Death Black Ale.
Always with the fancy beer.
Gosh, that's
good to see you, Dave.
Seems too dark for me. I don't know if I could do it. I'm sure it's good for people who like it. All you.
Jeff Kelly, Irondequoit, New York, however you pronounce it. He's got a 250 Halcyon. Yeah, I guess so. 1194-007 Calliope, New Holland Brewing Company, Michigan. The poet.
Nice.
Because we named animals. That's his answer to your question.
Oh, cool.
Animals.
We've got David Watkins here. Greetings from North Carolina, West Virginia, Halcyon 450, number 220, Chieftain, Dark Horse. Wow, that's a name. 2013 Harley Davidson Tri-Glide, sipping on coffee. I hope it's caffeinated. Only the cool people drink caffeinated coffee at 7:13 a.m. or p.m. Sorry. Let's see who else.
Old 68. Yeah, I like that.
Old 68. Yeah, not just.
68. Oh, Gary says, what about that Cushman? The Cushman is.
Yeah. What about?
It needs a little love. It's got a warm garage waiting for it though.
Okay.
But it needs some. I need to be able to limp it to the warm garage first.
What's wrong with it?
It's a fuel filter is completely clogged. It's been sitting for quite some time.
You'll get that with those big jobs. Ride scrambled pegs. Good evening, Josh from Ecuador. Sipping water while eating fresh shrimp. 03 Harley Softail and a Daytona Crucero 200. Howdy. Let's see who else.
We got Kyle in Fort Wayne rambling on a Honda XR 250. Last I was out sipping on Bell's. Hey Kyle, I think that's Kyle Stevenson.
Hi Kyle. Good to see you. We've got Confetti Yank here, our only Twitch viewer. Howdy from Central North Carolina, sipping grape soda, rambling on. Hold on. Are you trying to do an Orange Crush bit right now? Is that what you're trying to do? Because I feel like grape soda and Orange Crush are very, very connected in my head for whatever reason. Kurt Wise.
So Kurt is the winner
of
the Dream Build giveaway.
No way.
Yeah. I'm almost positive. I think I just got an email from him, and we. I'm almost. I hope I'm not giving this away, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he won the
Kurt
Dream Build giveaway.
If you haven't read,
let me make sure I'm saying that right.
Well, if you haven't read your email yet, and if what Richard is saying is true, congratulations, you've won half off base price, a 250. That's incredible. That's awesome. Evening greetings from Kelowna, Iowa. Ramble with Halcyon 250 number 487 and sipping on cold milk with my supper. Cold milk, huh? We've got David Husky in here. David Husky in Las Cruces, New Mexico. Halcyon 250 number 138 and a 1,700cc Kawasaki.
Yeah, it's Kurt.
Kurt, congratulations, dude. That's great. I wonder, Kurt, what did you build? What did you?
I think he's got details, but I don't have everything yet.
Oh gosh,
it's all in the works.
I want to see the build.
Old school's on.
What did Jansen? I didn't name them anything. They're unnamed. Strange things at Janus. What do you mean strange things at Janus? Old school. This is all you.
Jordan Hand, howdy from Wyoming. 58 degrees today. Was able to ride in January. In Wyoming, that's pretty impressive. Soon to have Halcyon 450 number 422 drinking a Founders IPA. Nice. Good to see you, Jordan.
Founders.
Excited to get you. I think your bike is headed out soon.
If only we had builds of the week.
Builds of the week are coming back very soon. Maybe even
next week.
Next week.
Yes.
They are next week?
It's going to be next week.
Okay, there we go. They're coming back. We are very excited to say that our build pace is dramatically increasing. Our target is 12 bikes a week, which sounds insane. It's going to be crazy.
12 bikes a week
in February, by the beginning of February.
That's going to be awesome.
Where we did over 8 last week, and we have 11 on the schedule this week. We'll see if we can get between 8 and 10 this week. I would be happy.
Going to be moving.
Yeah.
Okay, Old School says that he was referring to his comment above. He said the question is Goshen. Oh, I think he's talking about what is he's talking about? Harley?
I don't know.
The Harley store that closed down here.
Oh, yeah.
I think is what he's kind of speaking to here. If I can speak Old School.
I actually don't. But is that really what it is?
I'm not really for sure.
We did have a Harley Davidson dealership shut down.
Yeah, which is really sad for the community. Sad. They were deeply embedded here. They've been around for 15 years. Is that right?
At least.
At least.
And who's your Harley?
Yeah, they just shut the doors. Oh, he's referring to Stranger Things. Thanks, Jamie. I completely bounced off my head. I just was trying to read between the lines. Recently ordered a Phoenix 450 number.
I heard about this.
Lucky number 7.
Nice.
I speak
Congratulations,
Old School
Spencer.
Fluently. I'm sure you do.
Yeah, she does.
I'm sure you do. That's crazy. Richard, you had some time to pick a poem earlier today.
I did have a little bit of time.
And I would like to hear it.
Okay. So a little preface to this. I was thinking about this poet because about 2 weeks ago I was having dinner with actually a dear friend who went to school with me in undergrad, where
That's cool.
Lots of my poetry reading started, and who I just happen to now live in the same town or nearby, let's say. Cool. Totally randomly. But we were having dinner with his parents and him, and some other folks, and somehow the topic of Jorge Luis Borges came up. He's a really incredible poet, and who wrote in Spanish, but I encountered him through. Well, I was reading poetry in undergrad, but I'm trying to think of how I actually heard about him. Well, it doesn't matter. Maybe it was Wilbur translated some. I can't remember. Anyway, this is a great book that I did not know much about him at all. And my kind of funny anecdote about it is I went into this bookstore in Richmond called Chop Suey Books. And
what a great name for a bookstore.
I asked for a book of George Borges poetry, and they didn't know what I was talking about.
Who?
Or I maybe even said like Borgs. And finally, after a long time talking and like poking around, they realized that I was looking for Borges. But I bought this one. I think I was about 20, and it's in Spanish and English. I tried to read it earlier this evening in Spanish, but I do not speak or read Spanish.
I couldn't.
So we'll read the English. I thought this was an appropriate one because it starts with appropriate, and that's exactly what I said before. The Hourglass by Borges. It is appropriate that time be measured by the stark shadow cast by a stake in summer, or by the flow of water in the river where Heraclitus saw time's ironies, since seen as time and fate, they are alike. The movement of the mindless daytime shadow and the irrevocable running on of river water following its flow. Just so, but time discovered in the deserts another substance, smooth and of some weight, that seemed to have been specifically imagined for measuring out the ages of the dead. And so appears this instrument of legend in the engravings in the dictionary, an object graying antiquarians will banish to a dusty underworld of things. A single chessman, a broadsword, now lifeless, and a clouded telescope. Sandalwood worn away by opium, a world of dust, of chance, of nothingness. Who has not hesitated, seeing that hourglass, severe and somber, in the god's right hand, accompanying the scythe he also handles, the image Dürer copied in his drawing? Through a top opening, the inverted cone slowly lets fall the wary grains of sand, a gradual gold that, loosening, fills up the concave crystal of its universe. Pleasure there is in watching how the sand slowly slithers up and makes a slope, then just about to fall, piles up again with an insistence that appears quite human. The sand of every cycle is the same, and infinite is the history of sand. So underlying your fortunes and your sorrows yawns an invulnerable eternity. It never stops, the spilling of the sand. I am the one who weakens, not the glass. The right of the falling sand is infinite, and with the sand, our lives are leaving us. In the timing of the sand, I seem to feel a cosmic time, all the long history that memory keeps sealed up in its mirrors or that has been dissolved by magic lethe. All these, the pillar of smoke, the pillar of fire, Carthage, Rome, and their constricting wars, Simon Magus, the 7 feet of earth the Saxon offers the Norwegian king, all are obliterated, all brought down by the tireless trickle of the endless sand. I do not have to save myself. I too am a whim of time, that shifty element.
That one was my favorite. I felt like good. I was able to understand a little bit of what he was.
Well, don't sell yourself short. What a great poem, man! No,
right? Time has been a thing on my mind lately. My wife, Danny, and I, we've got 2 boys. Our oldest is 3, and our youngest is like almost 20 months old, almost 2. So like, when people told us when we first had JR, our oldest, they're like, "Oh, listen, don't blink. Time's gonna go by so fast." And Danny and I were like, "Shut up! Like, we know how time works. Like, we got it figured out." And then, sure enough, right? Like, we had JR, and the next thing you knew, he was 1, and then we had Jet, and now they're old, and JR is speaking full sentences to me, telling me what he wants and doesn't want, and like, just like that. It's insane. And it makes me really sad, yet really happy, knowing that we get to live in this time that we have, but also knowing that it's not forever. And if Janus McRider is not here to hear me talk about a poem, actually like being able to articulate about a poem.
Well, that's awesome. I hear you. I hear you.
No,
I mean, it's like he has this sort of rambling. I don't mean to say that, but like,
yeah,
he really does have this way of like, just, it's like lilting.
Yeah.
And he strings it all together in this like really amazing series of images that, but it's all like, it has a really cool story and a meaning, and by the time of the end of the poem, you're like,
wait,
whoa.
Yeah.
Bam.
It's like, oh gosh.
But like the imagery is so powerful.
Yeah, that's really good.
Really neat.
I'm a big fan of that one. Spencer Anderson said, "My oldest is 41 and youngest is 38. Not as cute anymore." That's fair.
The time, it does seem to go quicker.
Yeah.
But there is a benefit to it as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that people, humanity, our mortality is one of our greatest benefits.
Yeah.
It allows us to live more meaningfully.
Yeah, it's a driver. What is there's a Roman saying, is there a Latin saying, I guess. Is it Latin? It's memento mori.
Oh, well, that is Latin.
Or like remembering your death. And I think the Romans used it often to encourage them to like, hey, like, you're going to die.
Remember death. Oh, right. Absolutely.
Like, are you going to do it, or are you going to do it? Mm-hmm. Right. So
yeah, it's sort of like the inverse of like a carpe diem or whatever. Right. It's like, but oftentimes you see them together.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
and they're often represented with an hourglass.
Man, an hourglass. We got, and I feel like an hourglass is a great representation, kind of like Janus a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's two-sided.
It's a doorway.
There's a transition.
It's actually, I never thought about that.
Man, look at me learning under the tutelage,
teaching.
Under the tutelage of Richard over here. Well, after that deep cut, let's build a bike. You want to build a bike? I think this might be the last one we do for a little bit here.
Okay, so let's make it.
So it's got to be
different.
The best one, and by best, I mean the most unique.
Okay.
Out of all of them. So What are we saying? Billy Graham said mortality is 100%. None of us get out of this alive. Yeah, that's the truth. Billy Graham, man, what a guy. What are we building today, though? That's the question.
What do we start with? We started with the Halcyon.
We started with the Halcyon. We've done a Griffin 250.
We've done a Griffin 450, I think, haven't we? Have we not? We have not.
We haven't done a Griffin 450.
Let's do a Griffin 450.
Well, we got to do a
Let's do a Griffin 450.
We can't do a Stranger Things themed bike on the configurator.
What's up with Stranger Things?
I don't know. Old School loves it. I've heard it's a great show. I haven't watched it.
I've never seen it.
Jansen is growing up in front of our eyes. Ain't that the truth? Aren't we all? A Griffin 6 or Phoenix 650. Yeah.
Griffin 450. We got a lot of.
All right, let's do a Griffin 450.
Yeah.
I think that's a good play. Man, what a nice configurator.
Flying through the woods.
I didn't even realize it's flying.
Flying through the woods.
Hey, it's a magic
no rider.
Carpet. It's a magic carpet. It'll take you where you want to go. Okay. What colors are we thinking? I really do like the green, but it's not.
Nah, we've already. It's one of the colors of the prototypes too.
It's
not
something different. Quirky enough.
What colors have I? I have not seen a lot of colors in the Griffin. I have seen blue. I have not seen inland seafoam green.
Inland seafoam green is a mouthful.
I have not seen cream.
What does cream look like? On our Griffin 450, cream doesn't do it for me.
We don't have white.
No, we don't have a white.
White would be cool on a Griffin.
White would be kind of cool. What about?
I've seen there's a flat black one out there that looks really
flat black looks clean. I don't like the shiny black. Is that flat? That's satin. What do we do? I don't know what to do.
What is that gray? Tyler. Silver. That looks good.
I like the silver. The silver is a lot more sparkly. Okay, we've got the silver is a lot more sparkly in person. We've got
Go Cardinal Red.
Gold.
Carlsberg.
Cardinal Red. Gold. Cream.
Do red and do gold. No, we don't want to do gold on red. That's not do fire engine.
We have done fire engine once. What does the red look like?
All right, but
the red
let's
looks
not
nice.
do gold. Let's do something in different color.
What does the gold look like? Okay, that's the winner.
That's the maze.
Yeah, the maze is.
I mean, I tell you, there's a couple of maze bikes back there. There's actually a maze 450 right now, and there's a maze frame match 450 in the back, and it is gorgeous. There's no other frame match bike other than that one cream one that I forget his name had at the rally.
Okay.
There was like everything was cream 450. That was a beautiful bike.
I remember. I just don't know who it was.
All maze 450. It's like
is it nice?
It's incredible, and it has skirted fenders.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's beautiful.
A proper yellow and orange would be nice, and they're amazing. Orange crush color, Kelly. Let's do. We don't have a zoom feature, unfortunately.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Well, it's there, but
it doesn't work.
It's not working yet.
Coming soon. I don't like.
That's
I don't like
copper.
The copper. I don't like copper on the. It's wild.
I don't like the red.
The red, that's kind of neat, but I don't. I try the black.
Black.
Tasty.
I think we need more pop.
Green? It's not bad. It's kind of a little bit like reverse.
Yeah, a little
John
bit.
Deere.
Yeah, a little bit. I like the blue looks like black from here. White?
No.
The
blue's kind of cool.
Custom. The blue is kind of cool. Okay, what about silver? We didn't do silver. It doesn't pop enough. I like the blue.
All right, do blue.
I like the blue. What is chat saying? Green pin? We tried green. What do you think about green, Simtech? Smogs then said it's a classic. Blue looks too much like, I don't know what that is. TTUN. What is TTUN? Green pinstripes on the maze. Go Irish. This is the appropriate place to say go Irish. I will say. I still like the flat black with the silver stripe in badge. Yeah, that's a nice look. I'm curious though. What do we think about the blue?
That team
up north. Yeah, that one team. Let's just go with it. Let's go with it.
Right.
Let's see. Do we want
Let's put a bash plate on that thing. Come on. Silver. Heck,
silver.
Yes.
Yeah, that
absolutely.
feels right.
I don't even think you could do any other color.
I feel like we got to match. Oh, is there no blue wheel pin option?
It's probably too dark.
Probably.
Do silver. Do silver to match the logo.
Okay. That's.
Although I wouldn't do wheel pinstripe on a Griffin.
I would. I think.
Whoa, that's not that's wow.
That's a lot of yellow.
I mean, I love it on that Halcyon 450, but I like a black frame on the Griffin.
On the Griffin, it's kind of crazy. I kind of like it. It reminds me of SpongeBob.
No, that's fine. I don't like it.
It reminds me of SpongeBob. I like the black better with the maize personally.
All right.
Number plate. Well, do you like the brown?
That's either one's fine.
You're not
brush guard.
That was so fast.
It needs a brush guard. The Griffin doesn't. It has to have the brush guard. It just completes the look.
Headlight visor. I can take it or leave it.
I don't like the actually. I don't like the headlight visor on the Griffin.
I want the LED headlight for nighttime trail riding.
Absolutely.
I want the bar and weights.
Nobody wants the California kit.
Nobody wants the California kit, but what everyone does want is the tie downs.
Fork tie downs. 40 tasslers.
We got to do those.
Yes.
Okay. And
cargo rack, I like. I like the cargo rack. It makes it an actual little adventure bike.
Right. What is?
All right.
Top. What is that?
A roll top. It's like a side bag on the other side. You can't see it in the image. That's a good looking bike.
That's a good looking bike. I
really like the Griffin 450 is going to. We really haven't built that many of them, but it's going to be a humdinger.
Do you have plans of having one? Like you have?
I would ride a Griffin a lot. I think if I had one, but I do kind of have one because I ride the shop one around a lot.
Right.
I do think it's a fantastic bike. I'm a little bit more excited about the Phoenix.
The Phoenix.
Just because not because I enjoy riding one or the other, but I just ever since we built the Paragon, I've wanted a full fairing, like
kind of tuck your elbows
bike
down.
I don't know.
Do we?
Really cool.
I might be getting in trouble for asking this live. Do we have any updates on the Phoenix 450?
Not right now, but we will.
I'm curious just because I also have a deposit down in Iowa.
Yeah, no, it's moving along. We have the design team is working on a lot of things right now.
Yeah.
And one project is coming ahead of it right now.
I'm just antsy. I'm ready.
Y'all are going to be antsy about all the things we're working on. We're working on some very exciting things.
I'm ready. The match frame makes it look like a shopping cart.
Yeah, that leading link. Yeah, it's a little weird looking.
It's like a Dollar General shopping cart. How about a WeFunder update?
Oh, WeFunder update?
Yeah.
Are we ready for that?
I mean,
why not?
Ask for it.
WeFunder. I did not check the amount today. We are just shy of 400. And we are working with WeFunder right now. We're in kind of an unusual position, and it's actually a really kind of a cool thing that we have. Typically, companies when they're on WeFunder have a lot of followers and not a whole lot of investors. We're the opposite.
We have a lot of investors.
We have a ton of investors and like 50 followers.
That's wild.
And so what we're working on right now is that what that signifies, if you go to like our kind of stats, the percentage of investors is mostly people that are new to WeFunder, which then means that they're mostly Janus people. So it's like we're very heavily we were able to market to our own internally really, really well, and just because we have a very strong following, and you guys, and that really supported us. What our task now is to get out to the rest of the world and to share this. So it's actually a really great opportunity because we can both market Janus and reach a wide audience of WeFunder return investors. So they're kind of their people, and then also just people in general. Yeah. So that's our task over the next couple of months is to round out our million. So another 600,000 in investments, and we have a really great strategy with that. Even if you don't invest, consider following us on WeFunder, and you'll get all the updates. And we do some really cool updates and marketing. We do some videos and stuff, and post some stuff there. And so, follow us.
Yeah.
Share the word. It'll help us.
Simtech
It'll be kind of fun.
Is there a tell a friend jacket patch?
Not for WeFinder. I mean, be happy to send you a patch, but just
Jeff asks, I need help with the WeFinder. Lost my money at the moment. I'm not entirely sure what you're speaking to, Jeff, but if you want to shoot us an email at rambling@janusmotorcycles.com, hopefully we might be able to point you in the right direction. I think White is
he likes to speak in poems.
That's fair. And I, as you all know, am not very good at deciphering poems.
Yes.
Amy, your wife.
She says, I think White is a secret menu.
So it's no longer on the configurator.
Okay. Well, there you go. There's a secret. Secret menu.
When will you offer stock to the general public?
We are.
That's kind of what this is.
That's exactly what WeFinder is.
Right.
So you can invest in Janus motorcycles through the mechanism of WeFinder, but it's all common stock. Right. So it's just like all the other shares. It's just going through. This allows non-accredited investors to invest in Janus motorcycles. So to be an accredited investor means you have to have a much higher income and liquid wealth to be able to invest privately in a business. This through the mechanism of this Form C with WeFinder, it allows people to invest as little as $250. You don't have to be an accredited investor, and you get it's literally the same. It's this. Right. It's a common stock. You own a little piece of the motorcycle or of Janus as much as you decide to invest.
Right. This is not.
This is the opportunity.
This is not an IPO. However,
it's not a public offering. This is a privately held company.
This is the most Janus way to Absolutely. IPO, right? Like it's not an IPO. I want to reiterate that, but this is the most Janus way to do that kind of thing.
Other than going public.
Which I'm speaking for you here, but I don't think it's
not in the immediate future.
Not in the immediate future. So, yeah, it's a mechanism. What are you saying, Coffee Dink? Richard, is there a particular mechanism in watch that you like?
In a watch?
In a watch.
Oh, I mean, I like mechanical watches. I'm not going to say like any particular.
He's more of a Rolex guy
or a Seiko or whatever. No, I'm not too picky. I'm interested in them. I know some of the histories of them, mm-hmm. but what I don't have at this point is I only have automatics, and I think it'd be nice to have a wind up, just a regular mechanical.
Regular old mechanical watch.
A wind up movement would be really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have Confed Yank? Do you have any particular mechanisms you like?
I said, okay, Jansen, what kind of Temu watch do you like? It's funny because I got a Temu watch and it's kind of nice. And nice on my standards. What watches are things, right, Richard?
As long as they're not like an Apple Watch, yeah.
Because they're repairable. Because
they tried selling me an Apple Watch today.
Did they?
Yeah. All you got to do is to pay for the
yeah, man,
data.
It's free. You just got to pay for the data.
I don't do that.
And what did they say?
Get away from me.
Stop, Satan. Get behind me.
No, they were actually a pretty terrible salespeople, but they didn't push their.
Jeff Kell is a known Jeff. We know. I feel like you've said
21
this before,
watches,
and I think you've shared the list of watches that you have, and I'm very curious about that collection.
Speed Racer says he's a Breitling watch guy. Nice.
What about the Janus watch from last year?
The Janus watch from last year is a lovely watch, which I'm actually not wearing right now. Right now I'm wearing a Seiko. This is an automatic day date, just a field watch.
I'm wearing my calculator watch.
Look at that. That's so cool. So there is a time and a place for non-mechanical watches. And Casio does a really good job. That's cool.
Let's see if I can. Man, we need our overhead cam.
Let me just look at it. Is so cool.
I love this watch, and I love
put it up in front of the camera. That's just a classic.
I love that it's so it's like a cream color, and it's already kind of.
I want one of the metal ones.
It's getting discolored though, which I freaking no, I love.
You like it? Okay.
Because I'm wearing it.
I have my Casio is the Mission Impossible Casio.
Oh yeah.
And it's red, black, and it has blue on it. That's really neat. But the blue wore off. And it's kind of a bummer though. No, because it's like it kind of loses the whole like. I was a little disappointed.
I don't know.
It was just painted on.
I like that. It's like when you
buy
a
like
guitar,
patina. I like patina, but like it kind of.
It's completely gone. Like if you can rub it off. Yeah. Yeah. I guess that's a little different.
But anyway, I can see how that's nice.
Yeah. I like it.
I want. The cool thing about this Casio is they're like you can get them for like $25.
Yeah, they're cheap.
And they're cool.
And to top it all off, this was a gift.
Oh, that's lovely. That's awesome.
What a wonderful gift from my buddy, my business partner, Chris. Thank you.
Well, what's next on the agenda?
I was going to say you have a thing. I was trying to.
I have a thing.
I was trying to transition us into things a little bit.
Good job.
I'm trying my best.
Tonight, I this is kind of a little off topic. I was thinking about fear, and I couldn't come up with a thing. Hourglass would have been good.
An hourglass would have been good.
That would have been. Instead, I decided to. I'm moving gradually. I still have some stuff down at our old paint booth, my old desk down there.
May it rest in peace.
May it rest in peace. And one of the things is a box of my drafting and art supplies. Go ahead. Sorry, Jeff. You just start laughing out of nowhere, and I don't know.
Jeff said, "Not Jansen's."
Are you laughing at me?
No, Jeff said, "Not Jansen's watch. Show Richard's." Do you want to show them your watch? I squirreled you. But yeah, that's cool. I'll show them. You talk. You talk about.
I am not wearing the Rambler. This is just a Seiko 5. It's a little fast too. I want it focus. It's just thinks I'm too good looking. There you go. Classic Seiko automatic on a James Bond strap. NATO strap.
We're not giving away a watch either, so stop saying watch in the chat.
So anyway, I was brought up my an old chest that I have with drafting equipment, or art supplies and drafting equipment, and I just thought, oh well, this is a great opportunity. This is a thing, and I have several of them, and this is something that you can find these drafting kits at like estate sales, and they were just everybody had one. Everyone in this is like the computer for drafting of up until the 1980s. Everyone who was doing any kind of design, kind of on the engineering or architectural scale, was using a drafting, or was hand drafting, and they would have a drafting kit. This is I don't need to show you all. You've probably seen these before. This is a drafting kit.
That's cool.
This one in particular is, it's a cool German one, an Excelsior. It's really well made. Like, this is one of the nicest ones I've ever seen.
As the Germans normally do.
Beautifully machined. But one of the things, I'm not going to talk about drafting equipment too much here. I'm just going to say that one of the things that I have that was a gift to me that's especially thingish is something called a ruling pen. And a ruling pen, we may have to hold up another one.
Yeah, that's fine. It was the CAD of the 1950s, is what Gary Smith said.
It was the CAD all the way from the 18th century, or no, 15th century on, when they really started using more precise drawings to represent plans. But anyway, a ruling pen, and some of you all, I'm sure, remember what a ruling pen is, but it looks like a scalpel. But show them that up close. Get my pretty face out of them. So basically, what you're seeing here is it's like a fountain pen. It's two metal blades, and you can control their width with that little dial. Okay, And between the two blades, it will carry ink or watercolor. And so you can, and then if you can use a rule like a straight edge or a ruler, and you can draw a perfectly straight line or not. You can make shapes, but you can control the exact thickness of the line with the thumb screw.
That's pretty cool.
And it's very, very handy in drafting because you can get a thicker line than it's like a pen, but you typically like an ink pen, a fountain pen with a nib responds to pressure. Some of them more than others. Calligraphic pens don't, or they do. Depends on what. But this is these are designed, and you have different varieties of them to carry a significant amount of liquid, so that you can draw a line that's like that long.
So do you
dip it? Yeah.
Okay.
So my training was in hand drafting and then watercolor rendering.
Okay.
So we would use these with watercolor, and you can do like blue and any color you want as a border. I would often use them for borders. You can use them for another thing I used them a lot for was shadow lines.
That's cool.
In a watercolor rendering. But there's also, so I've got a couple here. This one is a metal one. It looks kind of like a scalpel. This one is out of that German set. The machining. Look at the machining on that.
Good
is that not
grief.
Incredible?
It looks like
it's
like stone,
like architecture. Yeah, it's like an architectural piece.
Huh.
I think this is ebony. That wood handle.
This episode is just a nice reminder to me that we really need an overhead
It's
cam.
like an architectural capital. I mean, it's just incredible. So that one's a German one. The one then you can also get them. So just to illustrate the fact that this is not an art thing. This is drafting.
Yeah.
Is that they also, if you wanted to make a circle,
a classic,
you have a ruling pin on a compass, and you can do a circular one. And this is from that same German set. And so this is like
different widths.
Check this out. You can control the angle, and then the top of your compass also moves. Like look at the machining on that.
I know. Confidential just said, didn't the stream used to have an overhead to show things? Yeah, I know.
It did.
I know.
And we'll get back to it. It's fine.
I'll have a list.
I don't think they can see the level of the bevels that are cut in that thing. It's really astounding. Beautiful piece. Probably from I want to say this is from. Man, this might be from the teens. Possibly older. This is a little bit older than I realized, actually. Anyway, the thing that I wanted to talk about is this one.
Wait, that wasn't even I thought those were all the things.
No. I just thought I would go talk about ruling pins. This one, I think this one's significantly older. I don't actually know, but what I do know is what that handle's made out of.
Ivory. That's cool. That's cool.
This one, I want to say is 19th century.
Wow.
This is a gift from my father.
That's cool.
And it's just really cool because the ivory is threaded. Look at that end on it.
It looks like a drumstick.
It does look like a drumstick. I will. Hold on. Let me put this down.
That's pretty cool.
Last thing. I dropped my watch on the floor. This is the one. This is actually what I wanted to show you all.
This is the actual thing. You got to kind of get up into the camera a little bit. Yeah, there you go. So the detail on, I mean, all of it. Why did they go through so much painstaking effort to get this much detail into something as tiny as that? I wonder.
I think because it mattered.
That's fair.
And that's what things. That's what things. And that's why I think this just sung out to me as a thing when I was bringing this box up. I'm like, oh yeah. Well, first of all, because I've thought I've lost this before.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, $2. Thank you.
Semtech, thank you so much for the $2. New overhead camera. Come on, Ramblers. All right.
But seriously, I think that.
Thank you, Simtech.
A thing demands, like, it's something that somebody cared about. Somebody spent some money on that thing too.
Yeah.
Or on that German kit. Like,
right.
It meant something. It's like the thing also elevates what you're doing with it. You don't. I mean, like when you're doing watercolor rendering, like a plate we calculated in school, like minimum, you're looking at 40 hours to finish a plate. Why are you going to short yourself on the tools you're using to put all this time into this amazing thing?
Right.
Like, I mean, a paintbrush. We would get some really nice, Sable paintbrushes. I mean, you're spending $40 on a paintbrush.
Good night.
For at least. And it makes then you go and use one that doesn't cost that much. That's like cheap.
What's the difference?
You might as like, why would you do that? Like, so these are high quality and a thing that does a really good job needs to be appropriately ornamented.
That's fair.
Right?
I mean,
just like a Janus.
Oh, hold on. Oh gosh. Here we go. Jason, $5 for the overhead cam setup. Thank you so much. All right. From here on out, every single donation will be put toward the overhead cam
which is what wasn't it before your phone?
It was the monitor.
No, I'm saying
the overhead cam was my phone. Yep. Another $2.
Oh wow. Okay.
Wood floral chemist. Germans always make the best things.
They make certain kinds of things that are nice. They don't always make the best things. Beg to differ.
Thank you so much.
As a Volkswagen
for
fan.
The $2. Volkswagen.
Volkswagen.
He knows. Richard is 7:54.
Holy moly.
We
really dragged that one out.
We have rambled to our rambler's content.
Well, let's talk a little bit about.
We can talk a little bit about fear.
Yeah.
My question to you is the exact same question this episode is titled. Is it necessary when you're writing? Is it a necessary part of writing?
I mean, I think it's a pretty easy answer.
Okay.
So I'll start with the easy answer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Fear is important.
Yeah.
What do they say? It's not whether you're afraid, it's what you do with it that matters. Whether you're going into battle or whatever.
Yeah.
But I think that those of us who, if you don't have fear, you aren't doing it right.
That's fair.
Right?
And I think
and you're also you might be dumb.
Right. When I first got,
you might be being stupid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. When I first got I got my first bike, and my wife's uncles, they all ride. My wife's grandpa, he rode. And the first thing they all told to me, it was awesome. They gave me a jacket and the whole thing, and they said to me, if you ever swing your leg over your motorcycle, and you're not scared a little bit, it's probably time to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's pretty profound, because I think with fear comes respect. Oftentimes, and I think fear has many definitions, and we can get into semantics, right? But I think there has to be a healthy fear of any dangerous activity you partake in.
Well, that's one way of looking at it, and I completely agree.
Oh, $2 from Speed Racer. Thank you so much. This is going to the Overhead Cam Foundation.
Jeff Kell says, I wish I could lose fear when I ramble. Well, then you wouldn't be rambling, my friend. Old School says, I beg to differ. German craftsmanship is some of the best in the world. I'm not saying it's not. You're missing my point. I'm saying that there's other places that are really good craftsmen too.
Yeah.
Germans are really great craftsmen. They're also maybe even better engineers. Not to be stereotypical. I mean, I just watched an incredible video with what's his name? He was in the what's the movie called?
What was the movie about?
It's called The Apprentice.
Okay.
And it's about this guy who spends a day working at or a week working at, he's a movie star, Adrian Brody.
Okay.
Goes to work at the Porsche factory.
Uh-huh.
It's an awesome movie or documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Porsche. I mean, I actually, now that I watch that movie, I'm like, I kind of get Porsche now.
Do you remember what it's called?
The Apprentice.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyway, going back,
talking about fear,
and we were talking about
how
the fact that rambling, one of the things we talk about when we talk about rambling is getting in the zone, right?
The flow state.
And one of the ways that I have best heard the flow state described is that it is a middle ground between being too bored to like focus too much and being too scared to go any further. So you balance in between. So you want to be in a place where you're loose enough, where you're not too afraid that you lock up.
Yeah.
But you're not so loose that you don't understand that there are consequences to your actions.
Right.
That's where we enter into that flow state, where we start all of a sudden we actually start like expanding our ability to do something. Like, when you all of a sudden you come to, and you'll say you've been reading a book, or you've been drawing a picture, or you've been fishing, or you've been whatever the thing you do, playing a video game, composing, whatever it is, whatever the passion, it doesn't matter. It can be as silly or not. When all of a sudden you come to an hour and a half later and you're like, holy cow, I don't know what I was just like. I was just in it.
Yeah.
But guess what? What's important is that you have that, there has to have that top level fear as well, because like, no, a video game gives it to you in the sense of like, oh, you're going to die.
Right.
But you're not really, you're just going to respawn.
Right.
Whereas on a motorcycle, the reason that motorcycles, I argue in the Rambler's Companion, or that they move us so much and that we find so much value in them, is that fear you have is of dying. Because one false move, doesn't matter if you're driving a 14 horsepower 250, you do something stupid and you don't concentrate and you can be dead.
Right.
Now, same thing. I'm not trying to scare people here, but motorcycles, it's more like I say in the book, more concrete ramifications to your actions.
Yeah.
So I would say that in order to ramble, you have to be afraid.
Yeah.
And I use the example of like a mountaineer. There's no glory. I mean, maybe there is, but like if you're the purpose of rambling is to come home. Is to come home eventually and savor that experience. Like fun number 2, right? We talk about fun number 1 is like having a hard time and like getting wet and cold and suffering.
Because if you die doing those things,
if you die,
then who are you going to be able to tell?
Yeah, and it's never, you never get to like have that transform you. Mm-hmm. Like I what is this? What's his name? The guy who they think Mallory.
Yeah.
Who they think he made it to the top of Mount Everest. He never made it back down though. So,
which is like,
I mean, there's a triumph to him having made it, but there's also like, at what cost?
Right.
Is it really something that is worth you losing your life and possibly your teammates' lives? And then if you're doing something stupid on a motorcycle, like, there's other people involved. You have family, you have that person, other people on the road.
Right.
There's ramifications to our action. So you need to be afraid, and then you have to manage your fear, I think. And there's ways we can do that. And I think that's kind of the positive side of fear, is that fear, it's not just there to protect us. It is, of course, biologically it's there, but it's also there to make us better. It's
there to enable us.
Yes.
Right. Like,
yeah, it's to transform us.
Right. To get us into a headspace where,
yes,
we can make decisions that benefit us, rather than saying like, oh, like,
I always think the word healthy fear is sort of like an oxymoron. Like, what is healthy fear?
I think real quick, I think oxymorons are the best way the English language has to explain, like the best way that the English language can explain something that doesn't make sense.
But it does make sense.
Because two things can be true at once.
Right. That's an oxymoron.
So that's what an oxymoron is. But if two things can be true at once in real life, can't two things be true at once in the word itself? Like a healthy fear, right?
But I guess the point I'm making is that like it almost seems like it negates itself. Like healthy fear, like all fear is healthy. That's the point I'm making.
I don't think all fear is healthy.
Well, yeah. Okay, so maybe healthy fear of like you're talking about like cowardly fear is not healthy.
Yeah, like if it shies you away from doing the thing that you want to do, that's not good.
But is there any difference between the fear that, and I don't mean to use the word coward lightly, but like the fear that a coward experiences and the fear that a hero experiences? They're both experiencing the same fear. It's what they do with it.
What they do with the fear,
right?
Where they channel it. That's fair. I'll give you that one.
Okay.
That makes sense.
But anyway, where I'm going with it is that when you're riding, let's just say we're rambling on a motorcycle, fear is important.
Yes.
It helps us transform. We wouldn't go out and ride a motorcycle if there wasn't the thrill.
Yeah. Right. I saw a comment here and I wish I would have stayed on it. It said, oh crap. Well, this is a good comment. It's not the one I'm looking for, but use fear to enhance your perception. Don't let it paralyze you. Yeah, I think that's so true.
That's a very, very good way of saying it.
Where was it?
What did Burt Monroe say? You live more in 5 minutes on a motorcycle than some people live in their entire lives.
I don't know if that's true. The thing that keeps coming up in my mind.
Because he's pushing his limit.
Right.
He's testing his mettle. He's and maybe some people could call that reckless.
I think that is reckless.
But his whole life was like that.
And he lived a reckless life.
Okay. Well, I mean, all right, fine.
There's a fine balance, right? Like
there is. But I mean, a lot of people would say the same thing. Anyone who rides a motorcycle, they would say, you are a reckless fool for doing that. Why would you do that? And the answer to that, I mean, is it's worth it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's worth it. It's different for everyone, right? And I wish there's a part of me that wishes I would have got us into this a little quicker, but we're having such a good time. I don't know. Today was a fun stream.
I think we did a good job. I mean, the last thing I wanted to say. Can we wrap it up? Yeah. Or if you have anything else to say?
I don't have anything else to say. I'm just trying to make sure we get through. There's a lot of good comments here, y'all. I'm sorry we couldn't get to them all.
That's okay. It means they're having fun. And our screen just went black. There are things we can do to mitigate risk.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's a good idea to mitigate your fear. So I like for me, what I have happened to me is I get complacent. And like today, I witnessed a car crash, like right in front of the store I was in. Heard the sound, turned around, and it was pretty intense. A pickup truck. Pretty sure I saw it flying. Luckily, I don't think anyone was like seriously injured. Thank God. But I did go across. It was a reminder. I'm like, wow, if you're that was a motorcycle,
done.
That would have been the end.
Mm-hmm.
So that is something I think that like sometimes I get complacent and I do try, and every time I get on a bike, instill in myself a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
On purpose.
Right.
To say, because then I get more out of the experience, not just to titillate your, sense of, whatever, but like to actually your adrenaline, but to make sure that experience, you're getting what you want out of that experience to transform yourself. Because I claim what is motorcycling, but a very visceral means of transformation.
Yeah.
And so anyway, there are things we can do to mitigate it. We can always wear a helmet. We can wear a motorcycle jacket with armor. We can wear gloves. We can wear, all the things. I don't tell people what to do. I just tell you what I do, which is I wear all the gear.
Okay.
But I mean, you can also get me in a car.
Right.
And so it's up to you. But I think that a motorcycle offers an incredible proximity to both fear, but also your ability to overcome it.
Yeah.
And your ability to have that fear make you better, transform you.
Well, I think we'll end it at this. I think that's a really good place to end it. But there's a saying that says, okay, you're scared. Do it scared.
Do it scared?
Do it scared.
Not, remember, where you're too young. No fear. All the trucks when I was a kid. No fear. I'm like, what's that mean?
I don't have any fear.
No fear at all.
That's reckless. That's reckless. Well, thank you all for tuning in to our show tonight. Sorry for the short ramble. I'm sure there will be more of this that kind of trickles into next week, if I had to guess. But we'll see you then next Monday. You have a comment you want to read?
No. I'm just looking at all the comments. Good night, everybody. It's been actually I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
The ramble and all the jazz leading up to it.
Yeah.
So.
Just a little bit of jazz. You know, everyone needs a little jazz in their life. We'll see you all next week for episode 113.
All right. Bye-bye.